We're the Super Box Office Bros. You can't steal my shit, man. That's not
yours.
No, it's
shit.
not
I can't.
my shit,
I can't
but
remember which one of us used to do that shit.
It was definitely. I've done that on almost every show, and I'm sorry to everyone's car listening audio. It's probably blown out if you're on like our 30. I think we actually hit like 150 total podcasts on the network. Like,
Nice.
I saw that, and I
Nice.
was pretty proud of us. So
I do want to say thank you to anyone who is listening in the car. That's
Yeah.
dedication. That
Amen.
means you really are stoked to listen to our shit because, like, I don't know how long traffic is where you're going, but that's the one reason you listen to a podcast in the car is because that you have a long time to listen.
Yes, sir.
This is probably going to be around 45.
Speaking of what they're listening to, this is the Super Box Office Bros, which is me and Kyle. We host a podcast every single Fridays, Saturdays, whenever it goes live. We're trying to get nailed down. It's going to be live every single Saturday afternoon on Twitch.tv, on Twitter,
Where you are now.
preview, and YouTube as well. So you'll be able to tune in and find us there. And that's kind of like an hour-long show where we break down the news of the week in the movie spheres.
Right.
In that show, we have a segment called Super Box Office Bros, which we break down and we make our picks for the week as far as what is going to be the best movie in the box office weekend. We have something way cooler than that and at a much gravitas level. So this is called the Super Summer Box Office Bros. First ever.
Today, Junior.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with all the movies. So we start from today's date going forward, but I feel like we're missing Guardians and we're doing a disservice to Alien Covenant. I feel like those movies will, at least Guardians in my opinion, could crack the top 5. So what we're doing is we're going to go through every single movie for the weekend from the months of May to August.
Okay.
And that is our summer movie season that we are declaring. You heard it here first. It's official. Go call the Mayans.
May
and tell
to
them
August.
fix their fucking calendar. But
I don't think we're on the Mayan calendar.
Oh, we're not. So
No.
so they don't have Sundays? Or,
I don't know that they have seasons.
so they had
just had
2012,
numbers.
but they didn't have summers?
Yeah, they didn't have summer or like
fucking
winter.
mind-blowing.
I think they just had like days.
Drink.
Drink up, people.
No, but we're going to break
Nothing
down
says refreshing like labelless beer.
every single, my label's out,
Oh,
every
well.
single weekend going forward. And we're going to say this movie is going to be the top performer, but we're going to not do that to a nitty gritty point. We're just trying to get all the movies out there. We're doing a whole preview for the summer season.
Right.
And then we're going to kind of pick our top 5.
Right.
And we want you to pick your top 5 as well. So if you're in the comments, let us know what you think as we go through the movies. I have the Twitch chat open, and if you want to pull up maybe Twitter or the Periscope, maybe we'll try and get some people on each, and then, YouTube, comment if you need to.
Yep.
I don't know. But you could always find us on After the Preview, AFTERPREVIEW. We couldn't afford the plural, the pluralization.
No, the S was too expensive on
Too
Twitter.
expensive. My name is Garrett, at YOGRRTT on Twitter, YOGRRTT. You can find me on the And Game Show, which is live every single Wednesday on wherever the fuck you're watching this live. And if you're not watching this live, go over to twitch.tv, go over to YouTube, follow us on And Games, ANNDGAMES. And what else you got, Kyle? Who
I
are
am
you?
Kyle. I'm on Twitter back. I'm back on Twitter now. At least I'm like I'm not really responding to shit on Twitter, and I'm definitely not tweeting my own stuff. But if you want to hit me up on Twitter to insult me, definitely do it on Twitter so that I have a lower chance of seeing it. If you want to insult me in other places, I'll probably see it more. But if you want to say good things about me, you can hit me up on Facebook at After the Previews, or you can just find my personal if you want to that badly. But Facebook.com/AfterThePreviews. That's where we are. That's where I'm at mostly as far as this whole podcast social media goes.
And when this post, if you're wondering where the fuck we've been, we'll save that for the first After the Previews return episode.
Yeah.
This is kind of just an impromptu. We're trying to make
This is a
sure
special event.
we lost a bunch of time, so we're trying to make up a little bit to where we're not too far into the summer movie season, and we already haven't made our kind of like statements on that, because that's
Right.
kind of a lot to say on a first show when we're also trying to get all the other shit like where the fuck we've been. So we're trying to do some housekeeping. Also, we love Super Box Office Bros. It's kind of like the meta joke within our show, and I like to play on words. Super Summer Box Office Bros that I can't say. Super Summer Box Office Bros. Let's get into it, Kyle. So for the first week of May, I believe we had Guardians of the Galaxy open up. We're not really stating how we necessarily felt about Guardians. I thought
we're not gonna do any reviews right now.
Exactly.
I thought the movie was cool as shit, and I
just
think
wanna
I
say
want to leave it there.
It's a kick-ass movie, and
Yeah.
I understand why people saw it. You know what I mean? And the money does reflect that. It made, I don't have the exact numbers because it fucking only went
was
through.
last week.
Yeah, it starts up currently. It so far has made $304.9 million. So we are kind of doing a retrospective. We're including that in there.
Yeah.
And then the other big movie that kind of came out in the past few weeks as well was Alien Covenant. And Alien Covenant just opened up to, I believe, around $30 million this past weekend.
I don't know yet.
It's having some trouble, but it also made some money on overseas because it came out the week prior in like Europe and shit.
Okay.
So far, lifetime gross in the States, or no, total maybe, is $39.4 million. No, that's just the States. So $39.4 million. Once those are out of the way, so let's get into our little show. But,
yeah, definitely.
So coming out this Friday is Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man Tell No Tales. Blah, 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 blah.
Dead Man Tell
No Tales. That is on Friday, May 26th. What do you expect for this movie as far as box office? This is a return of the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise.
I think it's going to do well. They've been marketing it like crazy. It's been on every fucking channel. Every sports game I've seen, I've seen at least 12 commercials the same time. Or I've seen one commercial at least 12 times, you know? Mm-hmm. So I think they're doing a pretty good job with that one. I think they've done a pretty good job with just making it look interesting. Because, I mean, after that last one, not really feeling it. But this one, I see the commercials.
On Stranger Tides?
I did. Okay. And it was cool, I guess, but it was weird. It was nothing like anything. Everything that I liked from the original trilogy wasn't really present in that movie. So it was kind of weird, but I think they're coming back with this one. And, you know, maybe that's just a marketing trick. And I would.
Ghost Sharks.
Ghost Sharks.
Ghost Sharks.
If they don't see a ghost shark in this movie, I'm leaving.
You know what's fucking cool? Ghosts. You know what's fucking even cooler? Sharks.
You know what's
sharks?
Scary? Both of those things.
Fuck yeah.
I want them.
What I would say is the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise has always been this cool little looking glass for me. Like those movies, I grew up thinking they're the coolest fucking things in the world. Mm-hmm. And then when I turned about 16, they're on like TNT and I'm watching them with my dad. And I looked at him in the middle of a Dead Man's Chest or whatever. And I just looked at him and I was like, these aren't good, are they? And like, I really hate the second one. The third one is laughable at a lot of moments.
Yeah.
Like the shtick
they did
of Johnny Depp's brilliance. I don't think they went out making a great movie when you have an Oscar-nominated performance in the first one and you have Jeremy Bruckheimer at his best. Like, no one goes into a movie saying, like, oh, we're going to really shit the bed. They just forced it because it was such a hit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what we see with a lot of franchises. And now that we've seen some time kind of exist in the middle of them, like number 4 to number 5, it's kind of cool to hopefully see a return to form as well as a return to
Well, there's a crazy cast in this one, too. So, I mean, I guess not
Javier
crazy,
Bardem's
but
pretty crazy. Like,
yeah, like
as
just
the
the
villain,
fact
that's
that
all you
exactly,
need.
just the fact that they got
Ever
Javier
seen
Bardem
Skyfall?
or
Oh
No
my
Country
God,
for
why
Old
am I
Men.
saying there's the most
Just a lot of R's in all your words.
I wish every movie ended with R, like Cars. No, okay, I'm done. That's all I got.
No.
Titanic. But I think we're looking good as far as the Pirates of the Caribbean doing money. I
definitely don't think it's going to be one of the top 5.
You don't?
I don't think so, because we've got some superhero movies coming.
Okay, you're right.
So
you're right. I think we have one, though.
We got Wonder Woman. We got Spider-Man.
Oh, Spider-Man's shit. That is true. I don't know, man. I right now, if I'm going to put it with Guardians and that one, I would say they are both going to be in the top 5. But
we'll see what's next on the list.
No, yeah, definitely. That's just my... It was more of a joke saying there's only 2, so obviously they
No, I guess, yeah.
Fucking A, dude.
Fuck me.
Oh, fuck me, man. Baywatch, that is also coming out. That has Dwayne The Rock Johnson and Zac Efron.
I'm not gonna lie, I want to see this one.
I think it's gonna be great.
I think it's gonna be fucking awesome. This is a movie that's straight up trying to make fun of the original content, just like Chips was. Mm-hmm. So I don't get me wrong.
Just like 21 Jump Street did.
Chips was not good. It was not a good movie. It was just funny as hell.
Yeah.
So I think Baywatch is going to be the same. I don't necessarily think it's going to be a really good movie. Like, wow, you guys have to see Baywatch. I'm going to be more like, oh my God, I laughed my ass off during Baywatch. Yeah. You guys should see it.
Definitely.
So
I would say this is like a match made in heaven with Dwayne The Rock Johnson and Zac Efron.
Absolutely.
If this movie could have, it probably would have. I think it would have done really well like Valentine's Day weekend. I think that like is a really good like, what do you want to see, babe? Oh, I guess we could see Baywatch, and the dude would also enjoy it.
I guess we can see a movie with a bunch of really good
That's what I'm saying,
dudes,
but like then there's also a bunch of hot girls.
Yeah.
With Alexandra Daddario. Yeah, she's all up in there, and I'm okay with that.
She's all up in there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she has a prominent role. She's in a lot
of
no,
she's like the main girl, I think.
All right. Thank you for saving me. Looking forward into June 2nd, that Friday, we have 2 big movies coming out. Captain Underpants. What the fuck you think about that? How do you think it's going to do box office wise as well?
I think it's gonna do well, man. That's nostalgia, and our generation loves nostalgia. Don't even try to argue with that, anyone, because most of anything you see on the internet is how much do you love the 90s. Remember all these cartoons from the early 2000s that you love so much and are obviously the greatest cartoons ever because they were on when we were kids. Yeah, this book was a book when we were kids. So if you even tell me that you're not gonna see this movie and you read the Captain Underpants movies or books, I'm gonna call you a liar, because it's nostalgia. We all want it. We want to go back to the past. And dude, what's his name? Is it Kroll? No, not Kroll.
Wait, in what?
Who's Captain Underpants?
Oh yeah, it is Kroll. Nick Kroll.
Is it Kroll?
Nick Kroll.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. I'm down with that. So,
what did you read the books as a kid?
yeah.
Okay, because those were the books
Loved
that I
them.
would pick up at the book fair and never actually read, just look at the funny ass drawings. I don't know why I didn't take them seriously, and this is a weird thing, especially as me as an adult.
There's nothing to take seriously in those books.
Yeah, you're right. When it's like, what's the bad guy's name? Something Poopy Pants.
Yeah, Professor Poopy
There
Pants
we
was
go.
the bad
There
guy
we
in the 4th one, I think.
Oh, he's not the overarching bad guy.
No, there is no overarching bad guy. There's
I thought.
technically there's their teacher. She's a total bitch.
And the principal, who is like who Captain Underpants
Yeah, the principal's an asshole, and they're the bad guys throughout the stories. But actually, no.
Is in the book is the principal Captain Underpants?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that's what it is in the movie as well, and it's voiced pretty cool, and they took a cool artistic animated direction.
Yeah.
But when you look at the source materials, you see where the origins came from, and I like that a lot because you could have easily like made this look like Smurfs, and I don't need.
No,
that
what I want to know
'cause I
is
don't
that like if
think that
they're
would
gonna
service it.
Yeah, no, you're totally right with that. But what I want to know is, are they gonna try to mash all the? I don't know how many books ended up getting made. I know I read up to the 5th one, but are they gonna try to mash all those books into the one movie, or are they gonna make a story out of maybe just some key points? Because there's like, those books are short.
Yes,
like they're very small.
Just to correct myself, so we don't get eaten alive in the comments. Ed Helms voices Captain Underpants.
Okay, yeah.
Nick Kroll voices Professor Poopy Pants.
Okay.
Kevin Hart is George Beard. And,
Perfect.
We also have Thomas Middleditch.
Is he Harold?
Try to say that and not say middle dick or middle bitch. I'm sorry.
Thomas Middleditch?
Yeah, that's just the weirdest name. I'm sorry. That was real appalling. Shout out to Thomas, though. I'm sure your voice is awesome. He's playing Harold Hutchins.
Right on.
And Kristen Shaw is also in there. So shout out to them. I'm excited, man, but that's also going up against Wonder Woman that same weekend.
Yeah,
And I
Wonder
think
Woman's winning.
Wonder Woman will take the weekend because
I think Wonder Woman's taking the summer.
Because the buzz is coming out good. Okay, like this is a DC movie.
Yeah.
And whatever you want to say about DC movies, there's going to be a point if the critics and everyone has this like utmost like repulsion to it. Like if you name drop Batman versus Superman in your top movies of 2016, you are going to get hate comments in the message boards, because whether that's good or bad, and like we'll save that as a no, but yes, but you know what I mean? Like I would agree with that, but maybe someone out there wouldn't, and if they put that in there because the masses would agree with us, they're going to ostracize that person and make him feel like he's solely
because
out
it's
there.
True, it's a bad movie.
Yes, but after a certain point, after so many people saying that in the same universe, and you have a character that was introduced in a bad movie, you would think that maybe the box office would reflect that. You know, at a certain point, people don't want to see that, but this is the right amalgamation of the first time that we're seeing this character, this ageless character, this important character to our society, as far as just like the
Wonder Woman was a
ideology.
UN, like an
what I'm
official
saying.
UN figure.
Tune
So
into after the previews for little news segments like those.
Yeah.
But she's an icon, man. You know what I mean? As far as like showing women from a long time in American history where it didn't always reflect that, and maybe still doesn't.
Being the heroine, really,
Not being
but
a damsel in distress.
Yeah, exactly.
Not being Lois Lane.
not being there just to support the male, like being there to get support from the male.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's been Wonder Woman for the past few decades. So,
But all those things that you just said would reflect a good movie with good box office performance. And
Absolutely.
The fact that it's in this universe, there's a point in time where even I have to be like, well, wait a second, guys.
But I think in fairness, like to really like the counter argument to that would be this isn't a movie made by the same people. It stars different people. It's focused around different people, and it's in a different universe, and it tells a different story.
Yeah.
And hopefully
Well, it's
they're
in the
not
same universe as Batman.
well, yeah,
v
it's in
Superman.
the same universe.
Different
Sorry,
time
not
period.
I meant
Sorry,
time period.
sorry.
Setting. But
Right as I said that, I was like, no,
Yeah.
he means time period.
no, but it's good because they need to know. Even though I feel that they could have figured it out.
We
But,
know you have brains.
you know, someone's gonna comment on that shit in the comment section. This dumbass thinks it's in a different universe. Fucking
Yeah,
idiot, Kyle.
that's
I don't
true.
like that guy.
That's very true. But I'm happy to hear that the early buzz coming out of Wonder Woman, a lot of people in the press have seen it.
I'm really stoked
It's
about
positive.
what's been going on.
And the
with that
embargo
movie.
lifts, I believe, in like 4 days. So we're really going to see the scores and the actual. There's Twitter. Basically, the embargo is half lifted. They've done this new thing where it's like you can tweet about the film, but you can't actually put your review out or
Yeah.
have long sentences or paragraphs about it.
Right.
You
can't say
tweet
anything real.
140 characters. Since they knew that the overwhelming positive.
They tweet just the ending. 140 characters.
Oh yeah,
It's cool.
But obviously you can't do that. Kyle gets his first NDA signing for a movie, and he just breaks it with that, like Godzilla's in the end of King Kong. Like the fuck, Kyle? That was 36 characters,
Dude. What?
I only said that 'cause-
you didn't say I couldn't do it.
because we saw that movie a little early.
Yeah, right.
I was throwing
Yeah.
it back to a real life event.
If you haven't seen Kong Skull Island yet, go.
That's my favorite review that I've edited, and also the best review that we performed. That whole opening
Yeah.
bit, I'm so proud of like how we played that off, and like the editing only amplified it even.
Yeah.
I was so happy with how that came out. Please go check out our skong.
Skong.
Why do I host podcasts if I can't talk? Oh my god, dude.
Go check out the Kong Skull Island
you.
review on After the
Please.
Previews YouTube page.
Save
We are there.
I don't think Wonder Woman is going to break the top 5 of the overall summer, and I think I'm crazy for
man.
saying that. I think that if it's really good, like 90% and above on Rotten Tomatoes, it'll be in the top 5. But I just don't know because I don't trust tracking, and the tracking on this film is actually at like 80 to 90 at the high point. Some people are reporting low as 60. This was before people have saw the movie, so I bet your fucking ass them 5 days before this movie's actually coming out, we're gonna see people fucking being like, "Oh, box off!" The same motherfuckers who said 60 as haters because
Yeah.
it's a DC movie will come back and be like, "Oh, reporting 110."
It was pretty fucking
110 million like first weekend after they just gave it a 90%. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So if all the stars align, I will eat my words. But for the sake of a betting man that I am, I'm probably not going to put this in my top 5. But we'll see how it all pans out.
I'm definitely putting it. Well, we'll have to see what else
Yeah.
is coming up, but I'm pretty sure this is in my top 5.
There's a shit ton of movies coming out that weekend, but they're not going to break the top 5. So it's
yeah,
not really
don't worry.
for
Yeah,
our-
we're talking
going
about
for the big movies.
blockbusters right now.
This movie won't, but I want to shout it out, even though that sounds a little hypocritical. But fuck y'all if you just want to hate.
Fuck
but
yeah.
this
It's
is from
A24.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
It comes
They're our
tonight.
favorites.
Joel Edgerton, who was the director and the star of The Gift, which is one of the most like chilling movies, and also like my favorite surprise hit I think of 2014 as far as like I think I saw it late, but that I think if I were to like do my movies for that year, I think it technically came out in that year. I don't know for sure, so call me out. But
anyway,
that was such a cool performance for not only a directorial debut, I believe, as well as like Joel Edgerton has always kind of been like the side character. Like, I don't know, like I haven't ever really like watched him as the main character in a film and been like, oh yeah, that's that Joel Edgerton.
I remember
movie.
that guy. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like to see him star and also find out that he directed and maybe even wrote it with a homie, like, fuck yeah, dude. Joel Edgerton needs to do this. He's not directing, I don't think. So it's just him starring, but he's gonna bring that same tone.
Hey, cool.
If
He's
you've
starring
seen the
in the
trailers, it kind of shows some shit. And anything Joel Edgerton does post The Gift is the point I'm making. You need to watch The Gift, and you'll get excited for this movie if you aren't already.
Yeah.
Probably won't be in the top 5, but shout out to that movie.
Probably
But
won't
honestly,
probably
horror-
won't even be in the top 5 that weekend.
Yeah, but like Get Out's made a shit ton of money, and it's a horror movie, but it's also a low budget movie just like that. You know what I mean?
that's
So like,
true.
I don't think Get Out would have done as well in the summer, and
Well,
that's why you released it earlier. So this is an interesting poll. I think they're going for the counter programming angle because the Mummy's coming out.
But yeah, I was gonna say they're going out against the Mummy though.
Oh shit!
And
What did I just say?
yeah,
The Mummy, which is supposed to be a horror franchise, but clearly they're marketing this as an action adventure.
yeah, I was gonna say that one's
It's
more of an action.
categorized as an action adventure, which
Yeah.
sucks because I kind of would like the Monster Universe going forward, and we're gonna have a whole discussion about that Dark Universe promos. And did you see all that shit?
I did not yet.
I'm gonna show you that after. It's basically they put out like Javier Bardem is Frankenstein.
Oh, kick ass.
Johnny Depp is the Invisible Man.
Nice.
We'll talk about that on
Right on.
another show. But
Yeah, we'll
The
get to
Mummy
that
is
on
coming
our
out
next
that
show.
Weekend. We have Tom Cruise leading the helm. That's probably why it's an action movie, which rightfully so. Tom Cruise is the best action actor, I would say right
Action
now.
star, I would say.
Yeah, star. He's probably the only action star really left. The Rock.
Yeah, The Rock.
Vin
Yeah, The
Diesel.
Rock's more of a comedy guy now at this point.
Yeah.
And
He's
I
just
mean,
really
shit.
good.
Even the Fast and Furious movies.
The
that
Rock
last
will
one, he was
win an Oscar.
He was in a soccer coaching scene. He's a comedy guy.
He's just good, man.
Yeah.
He's really good.
He's
He
good
will
at
win
he's
an
good
Oscar
at
by the
being
time
a
we
star.
die. I don't know if I'm gonna die tomorrow, so I'll lose that bet. But if I were to live a fulfilled life, I would hope to see The Rock win an Oscar. And The Mummy, I don't think that's gonna be any Oscar nominations, but we do have Sofia Boutella, who's fucking kicking ass. You saw her in Star Trek. She's finding her own little niche in Hollywood.
Yeah.
And she's killing it as the Mummy. So get excited for that motherfucking shit. Do you think Tom Cruise is Van Helsing? Because why the fuck is he this random ass character?
I don't know.
He has his eyes turn all weird in the trailer. Like he has some.
There's no reason to think that he isn't Van Helsing. Aside from the fact that this is the Mummy, not a vampire movie.
Yeah, but they're building a greater universe.
Exactly.
And he's standing in the picture in that Dark Universe promo pic. I'm talking out of pocket, but this will play into it. Because if there's a reveal like that, or if they have a sick-ass end credit scene, because they have done pre-production photos of these people, and they're releasing it really timely about 3 weeks before the movie actually comes out, or a whole month maybe. Like, they're planning something. So
doesn't he have a name in this movie already though?
Yeah, but it's like literally, dude, I'm not even joking you. In the promo on the under, like where it says like Sofia Boutella as the Mummy, Johnny Depp as the Invisible Man, and then it was Tom Cruise as Chuck Clayton, and then it was like fucking what's his name? Kurt Russell as Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Like everyone had a name.
Everyone has like a big
and
thing.
his is Chuck Larry, you know. And it's just like, no, dude, there's no way that you're gonna let Tom Cruise wouldn't let you be a normal dude unless that guy ends up being the Wolfman, or if that guy ends up being Van Helsing and he's wrangling together these people.
True.
He's the through thread. And that would be sick. Maybe it's this prophecy of fulfillment that he's trying to do for the Van Helsing lore. Like, you don't have to just let him be like Van Helsing with the dumb hat like Hugh Jackman had. I love that movie as a kid, but when that movie's not good. You know what I mean? Like, that was a very failed attempt at trying to take this into a different direction. And I think they're trying to at least do something, and we're going to see something at the end of that trailer that's going to either have the Invisible Man. What if he was in the room? Because, like, what if he's just in the room in one of the scenes and, like, they just, like, or, like, what if it's Kurt Russell's Dr. Jekyll, like, chilling in his house, and then, like, you just hear Johnny Depp's voice, and then he comes like, and he's just invisible, and he's just there.
Yeah,
like that's fucking cool, man.
That'd be
you know
cool.
what I mean? Like they need to start adding these threads because they are trying to build a greater universe, and I think that'll help their box office.
Right.
Roll. So I don't know if it'll be top 5.
Mummy, I'm thinking no.
Depends on if it's good.
Yeah.
Megan Levy is coming out that weekend. I'm not going to talk about it. Sorry.
All Eyes on Me.
Yeah.
That's the one I'm thinking is going to be up there. Like
the Tupac. It's being put out by Lionsgate and Summit.
Yep. I mean, if you've seen a clip of a trailer for this movie, you know it's going to be good. Like this is going to be straight out of Compton all over, but maybe better.
Yes.
So I think that one's going to be up there in the top 5 for sure. Cars 3 is definitely going to be in the top 5 coming out the same weekend.
Cars 3 is kind of getting me interested, and I didn't think I'd like say that, man. It's one of those things where you're just like, fuck your marketing, man. I know you're playing my ass, but I'm gonna probably watch this.
No, I'm 100% gonna watch it. Pixar does something, I'm gonna watch it.
I didn't watch Cars 2 though.
You didn't miss anything. I was just about to say that was the only Pixar movie. I didn't
watch Cars 2.
But that's the only Pixar movie that I can really be like, I am not fucking stoked on this movie. Like, off top of my head, I love Finding Nemo and Finding Dory. I loved all the Toy Story movies. I loved Cars 1. The Incredibles is one of the greatest movies ever. It's the only good Fantastic Four movie. Inside Out made me cry like a girl, so that one I loved, obviously. The Good Dinosaur was great. I don't think that one got nearly as much attention as it should have.
Right.
What else? Ratatouille, dude. Pixar movies are up here, and Cars 2 was like here, and it just didn't make sense.
The problem, at least in my eyes, is that it's hard for me to look at this movie and not think of it as anything but a merchandise marketing strategy.
I get that. I mean,
like
with toys being
so much money in the toys.
Yeah,
dog.
with toys, their department in toys. But I mean, that's really
Remember
like
that Analytic I told you? It was like 10 million. And then like Star Wars toys were like at 4 million.
Yeah, but I was just gonna bring up Star Wars, man. Like someone somewhere has made that same argument for Star Wars. They're like, oh, Rogue One's just there so they can sell more toys that they aren't already selling. You know, now they got this new K2SO that's just there for marketing. But then K2SO ended up stealing every scene he was in.
You're right.
So I don't know. I'm thinking Cars 3. I think they're learning from the mistakes of Cars 2.
47 Meters Down also comes out that weekend. It's like a found footage shark movie.
I was gonna say I have no idea what this is.
I like shark movies, so I know about it.
I like shark movies.
Dude, like it's the weirdest guilty pleasure of mine. Like we should do a consultation topic over that shit.
Okay.
And, like it would be fun to talk about like movies that like what's a movie genre that like it's like most of the time it's like people love sports movies. I fucking love shark movies and I don't give a fuck. Like they are not good, but I will watch any movie with a shark, which is why Ghost Sharks and Pirates of the Caribbean 5 has me very excited.
I have a weak spot for everything related to Dragon Ball Z, and I watched Dragon Ball Evolution, and part of me liked it a lot.
Oh damn!
Part of me liked that movie a lot.
Well,
because though they fucked up almost every character in it, the fact that they included some of those characters, I was like, oh shit!
This video automatically just got like 5 thumbs.
I know, dude. Some people were like, dude, this guy. I can't trust anything he has to say about movies. He likes Dragon Ball Evolution. Part of me likes it, not all of me. All right.
Whoa. Shout out to M. Night Shyamalan.
Shout out to everybody whose speakers are not blown.
Did you like Dragon Ball Evolution more than Split?
Yes.
No.
Yes, I did.
Kyle,
and I
this
will
is
tell
the
you.
one
I
thing
will tell you why.
No, not this show. I'm gonna hold that in the.
I'm gonna review Dragon Ball Evolution. I'm gonna
Please
rewatch.
do.
I'm
Do
gonna
a retroactive
I'm gonna
review
take
and
the
get
time
on
to
that.
watch that bitch again, and then I'm gonna review it.
You're disgusting. Go watch Split again and open your fucking eyes.
Absolutely not.
Kyle, you're fucking drunk. There's no. I'm not even saying that movie's that good, but what the fuck are you talking?
I hated Split. I
Kyle,
hated
you
it.
just said Dragon Ball Evolution is better than Split.
Did you watch Dragon Ball?
I have
the
seen
series
Dragon Ball.
all the way through. Did you love it?
That doesn't help the movie, Kyle.
It
we're going.
does
off on
help
a
the movie. Yeah, we're going off on a tangent. Let's get back.
It doesn't
Super
make it
Summer
a
Box Office Bros.
It doesn't make it good filmmaking.
I'm gonna make you watch it, and you're gonna review it with me.
I can't watch all of Dragon Ball. I don't have time. I need to finish Legion.
I don't have time,
bro. Like, come on, you're right. Making me go back.
By the way, go see Colossal.
Ayo.
Good movie. Great movie.
There's nothing of full release coming out on Friday the 23rd, so Cars 3 is probably going to make some more money.
Yeah.
Or All Eyes on Me is going to turn out being phenomenal, and
Yeah.
more people are going to go see it second weekend from hearing the people who saw it first weekend.
I guarantee All Eyes on Me is the movie that people see multiple times. I mean, not that they wouldn't see Cars multiple times, but...
That's another CR topic I want.
And the thing with Cars is that you're going to have a bunch of people see that twice, right? But you're also going to have
so much money off the kids, man.
Exactly. You're going to have kids see it twice, and kids' parents have to go with them, and maybe they share between parents but when they go with their friends. But that movie's going to make a shit ton of money just on the fact that little kids can't buy their own shit.
Right.
So Cars 3 is going to be up there. I'm pretty much guaranteeing that's going to be in the top 5.
So you have 2 weeks. And I don't know how many people's parents are going to take all the kids to go see Captain Underpants, because it kind of has like a title that maybe, I don't know. I just don't know. Like, I think parents can sit through Cars.
They're going to see
like,
the commercials.
Yeah, but I'm saying if there's a choice between Captain Underpants and Cars, the parents are probably going to more likely think.
Depends on how old the parents are.
True.
Any parents my age.
We are pretty
I
old
know
now.
they're. No, we're not old. Parents are young. Nothing against young parents. Just if you've had kids, big deal. But a lot of people.
That was a great point, Kyle. Shit.
A lot of people our age have kids, and a lot of people our age are like, oh shit, Captain Underpants. That's nostalgia. I want it.
Well, I know what a lot of people our age don't do. Go see Transformers. So I don't think. I think Transformers: The Last Night is gonna make so much fucking money.
It's gonna make too much money
overseas. Overseas though, because
yeah.
Every single Transformers movie since Transformers 1 have gone not way down, but down in domestic returns. Domestically, like, we don't actually enjoy the Transformers movies as much as the $1 billion every single film makes. You know what I mean? Like,
no, everybody in America collectively agrees that those
domestic
suck.
I don't know where it's gonna stack up. It'll be in the top 5 though.
You think it'll be in the top 5 domestic?
Yeah.
Ooh,
because I think it's still gonna be in.
That's interesting.
The 3. I think it'll make Guardians of the Galaxy 2 money, and like I think Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is making quite a bit of money.
I don't think they're done.
They're not. I'm saying that so far. I'm saying based off of that. I'm saying in retrospect, I could see a world where Transformers makes over.
When are we
million.
cutting this off though? Because when are we saying that this is over?
Oh, it's end of August.
Right, but the last movie on our list is going to be at the end of August. It won't have as much time to make as much money as the first movies on the list. So are we talking about...
Unless you really want to bet money that like something in August is coming out, but I don't
No. Are we talking...
I get what you're saying.
No,
but for the sake of the show, we're not going to actually like get into the nitty-gritty of it. I'm saying that there's nothing in August that I'll put my money on because there's nothing in August that'll make
That's
more
not
money.
what I mean. I mean, are we talking about going top 5 as only their opening weekend, or are we talking about all their money that they make? Like
the money that they make.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what's coming in August. We'll have to see.
Yeah, but it's like I just don't think that would be a smart choice because that would say that they'd have to make a lot more money in a shorter amount of time. That's just how the game works, I guess.
No, that's exactly.
So
that's
I'm
what
saying
I mean.
it's like, oh shit. You're
like
right.
Spider-Man.
You just found a hole in our argument.
Yeah, like Spider-Man, I think is going to make a shitload of money, but I don't think it's going to make the same amount of money that Wonder Woman is going to make in less amount of time.
See, it's not a good argument though, because it doesn't really apply. Because most movies make most of their money in the front end.
Yeah.
Unless they're like sleeper hits, like All Eyes on Me.
Yeah, like
and,
fucking
could be making
Hidden Figures was.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Transformers last night, it's just more Transformers. It's the most repulsive shit I've seen in a long time. So I'm not really that.
Michael Bay is my most hated director.
I just want him to go back to good Michael Bay. Amityville Awakening is coming out Friday the 30th of June.
I don't know anything about this yet. So
it's a movie that was shot in 2013, has been reshot a bunch of times, like past the brown, and they're just putting it out, hoping that it makes some money. There's zero marketing. And
they're not going to do shit.
It's going to be like a 7%. I'm calling it, dog.
I'm thinking Despicable Me 3 is
Despicable
taking it,
Me 3 comes out that same weekend. That's the Universals. Minions make too much money. I think this movie's like, these animated movies are going to fuck us up as far as our top 5 because like you start thinking like Wonder Woman, that'll be in there, but then it's like, dude,
I think Wonder Woman actually just got knocked out because of Despicable Me. Should we like just not include animated movies?
We're doing everything.
All right, then they
make so much money. There's still movies. How dare you? Kyle?
Yeah, there's still movies, but they got an unfair advantage, dude.
Coming out on the 28th of
and
June,
this is why
Baby Driver.
Baby Driver is gonna be great. That's gonna be probably one of my favorite movies of the year.
No one sees Edgar Wright movies.
Exactly.
In theaters.
Nobody sees Edgar Wright movies, right?
Yep.
But a lot of people see DC movies, but a lot of little kids don't see DC movies because their parents are like, oh, that's a little too scary for my little kid, and my little kid can't see those movies. So a great movie, regardless of... I mean, not a great movie, but a big movie, regardless of how good it actually is, doesn't have a chance against an animated movie, even if it's a shit animated movie.
True.
Like, I guarantee Sing made more money than some of the movies that are coming out this summer.
Yeah, probably.
So,
I mean, animated movies.
not that I haven't seen Sing yet. I can't say that that's a good one.
Movies
I can't say it's bad
for animated.
Yeah.
I think it's
anything Pixar does.
I think you're also negating a lot of audiences. It's just about like anyone can go see an animated movie. Not every kid can go. Like not everybody in the world can go see Baby Driver because the parents dictate what the kids
But that's what
see.
I'm saying. Like, so these animated movies have an unfair advantage of making more money because
that's just the nature of making more money in the summer movie season. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that.
Like if the studio,
I'm not talking about in general.
Like, if the studio really was like, yo, Edgar Wright, we need you to make a Baby Driver rated G. And we need
an actual baby.
We need Jacob Tremblay. He's pretty hot. We're gonna throw Rihanna in the starring role. I know it's a dude, but now it's a girl.
It's also this is an animated movie now.
Yeah, like, exactly. Like
the car is not a real car.
Exactly.
No more Mustang.
We need a Jacob Tremblay. I don't know why. I like
we need
that.
the voice of Jacob Tremblay.
Like the CEO voice that I pulled out there. Going into the month of July on Friday, July 7th, we have a Spider-Man Homecoming. Obviously, it's going to make a fuckload of money if it's good, but even if it's bad, it's still going to make over
that's going to make a
million
shitload of money regardless.
I think putting that character into Civil War is one of the smartest things that they could have done.
Fuck yeah, both Sony and Marvel.
And I think going from this into Avengers next year, and then the next Avengers, and then we'll have a sequel by then. Like,
hey, did you see Tom Hardy as Venom?
Every single yes, I did, and we'll
talk about that on another show. Yeah. It came to me now, and I had to know that you knew. I had to confirm that you knew.
I'm sure. Tom Holland is Nathan Drake. That is the movie news
weird.
from the other day.
Yeah,
and we'll talk about that as kid Nathan Drake
on Saturday.
Not adult. Yeah, Friday, July 14th. I don't think we need to talk about Spider-Man that much. Like,
no. Yeah, everyone knows about Spider-Man.
It's great. I haven't seen it, but I'm assuming. Friday, but fuck that marketing. I don't like that shit. That shit fucking.
Yeah, I didn't watch the commercials.
Yeah, it wasn't very cool.
Or the ads. Whatever.
Hurt my feelings. Friday the 14th of July, we have War for the Planet of the Apes, which is my most anticipated movie of the summer movie season.
I think that's a lot of people's most anticipated, dude. Those movies are killing it.
If that movie hits, dude, we are now having, we have witnessed one of the greatest, possibly. It's in the conversation with the Toy Stories, with the Back to the Futures, with the fucking
Star Wars,
the
Lord of the Rings,
best trilogies.
It's up there. No, absolutely.
If it hits, if it's as good, it doesn't even have to be better than the last two. It just has to be as good. And holy shit, dude!
It doesn't even necessarily have to be as good as the last two. It just has to be a good movie in comparison to other good movies. Because Return of the Jedi, Episode 6, was not. In my opinion, was not a good ending to that trilogy. I think that was a corny ass movie, and I don't like Ewoks even a little bit. I don't, man. Ewoks are whack.
Okay,
but that movie,
trying to segue from Ewoks are whack is so hard.
Yeah, no, that movie perfectly seals up that trilogy.
I don't gotta reply. Dog.
And everybody knows that Star Wars, the original trilogy, is one of the greatest trilogies there is. So, War for the Planet of the Apes doesn't even have to be really great. It just has to be mildly decent, and this trilogy is gonna be fucking remembered for all time.
Okay, I like that.
Do I think it's gonna be in the top 5 this summer? No,
I don't think we.
I don't. I want it to be.
If it does, I'll buy you a steak dinner.
Oh fuck yeah!
No, I don't know why I just bet. I was on the same side as you. And the fuck was that, Garrett?
You know
That's
what,
how you
Garrett?
Find yourself in debt.
Here we go. Likewise for Baby Driver.
Heyo.
There you go. I think both of those movies deserve to be in the top 5, but they won't be.
Yeah. Wish Upon comes out that weekend. It's a horror movie. I don't know.
Not going to do well.
Yeah, we got to keep going. We're actually running long.
Dunkirk.
Dunkirk is
highly anticipated.
Nolan. Not going to be in the
Not going to do well.
No one's going to see that shit as far as when you compare it to the Wonder Womans and the Spiderman.
Exactly. I'm probably not going to see it that weekend because Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets comes out at the same weekend, and even after a cure for wellness, I will still see anything with Dane DeHaan in it. That dude's awesome in my head.
I think though, it sucks, man. I think Dane DeHaan needs to fire his fucking manager.
Fuck yeah.
Or his agent. Whoever books his shit sucks, man.
Yeah, and that makes me kind of skeptical on this movie because
I think
Cara Delevingne's the other starring role. Mm-hmm. And she's not an actress.
No.
I don't care that she was in Suicide Squad. She's not an actress. She's a model. And she's kind of a bitch about it from what I understand. If she's not, I'm sorry, Cara. My bad.
All Cara did as far as acting in the last half of Suicide Squad.
No. Yeah.
Little fucking witch arms. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, she's not an actress.
That was bad directing, screams. I think, too, and the lack of script. But my problem is Luc Besson, who's the director. And
yeah, that's right.
He's made The Fifth Element.
He made Lucy, though.
And he made Lucy, right? He made The Fifth Element, and that's why he's a name. But as far as
but he also made Lucy.
Yeah, Lucy performed well, but did it perform well because it was a good movie? No, because it wasn't a good movie.
Yeah,
it performed well because Scarlett Johansson makes a lot of money for the movie studios.
Exactly.
So this is a movie he's been really excited for. This is the movie that has the highest budget for the country that it's being made in. I'm sorry, I don't want to say the wrong country and look like an idiot.
Yeah, I know.
Sweden or something.
Part of me wants to say France, but
oh yeah,
woo! I high-fived myself.
So in his head, I'm afraid that Valerian is a way cooler concept film than what it actually is.
I know.
Because there's a lot of execution that is required to make Valerian good.
They showed some test footage for it, I think.
Yeah, and what people were seeing with the test footage was that it was really good, but it didn't show plot and it didn't show dialogue. So it's those are the things that
this could be a pretty movie.
It's a very pretty movie.
This could be just a pretty movie.
And it's $200 million, and he wanted to do it for $300 million, and it's just dude, well, you're Luc Besson, you don't make that much money, dog.
You're not James Cameron, dude.
Mm-hmm. So I'm interested. I don't think it's gonna be the top 5, man.
No, it's definitely not gonna be in the top 5. I want it to be great though.
When he talks about it, dude, he's so excited.
Yeah, which makes me happy. Because if this movie is great and it ends up being it ends up being the
best
fuck you to me
story
and
of ever, man.
Yeah, and it'll be a great comeback story for Cara Delevingne too, because then after this movie she could say, "Hey, fuck you, Kyle, for saying that I'm not an actress because you just saw Valerian and the Thousand Planets, whatever. So hopefully, I would love to be wrong in this sense.
Me too.
Because I just really want that one to be good. It's sci-fi and it's so pretty and it's Dane DeHaan and Cara Delevingne's hot, and the idea that she could be a good actress, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So anyway, going forward, what else do we got coming
so
out?
He did direct The Fifth Element, but since in the earlier, sorry, I just want to really put it in perspective, like how much this is important that he hits this one, because he made The Family, then he made Lucy.
He made Brick Mansions, didn't he?
Yeah.
That was a decent movie. It wasn't great, but I liked it.
Okay. I haven't seen it, so I can't comment.
Y'all, go see Brick Mansions and tell me if you like it or not, because I thought it was kind of cool. Like, there's parts of it where you're just like, dude, this is just action bullshit. But then there's a twist later, and I was like, whoa, okay, I'm down. So, we'll see. Anyway.
That weekend, we also have Girls Trip coming out in wide release.
Looks hilarious.
Yeah,
I'm going to see it for sure. Maybe not that
weekend. Be in the top 5 on Cutthroat right now. I'm going to fuck about Girls Trip.
Fuck Girls Trip.
Ooh, whoa, watch out, Kyle. This is a children's show.
Totally.
Yeah.
Fuckity fuck.
Ooh, all right.
We just lost some sponsors on YouTube.
No, we can't lose those. They're affiliates. Atomic Blonde comes out the following weekend. Not going to be the top 5.
I'm 100% going to see that, though.
Okay.
Have you seen the trailer?
No, but we're pressed.
Dude.
We're pressed.
Oh, I know.
It's not worth my time.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
I love you, Atomic Blonde.
I'm just saying that movie's going to be fucking awesome. Anyway, Emoji Movie.
Also coming out in wide is Inconvenient Sequel. Not going to be in the top 5.
Definitely not going to be in the top 5.
The big one that weekend is
the Emoji Movie. Fuck my life. Fuck the fact that movie's even being made. Fuck Hollywood for this movie. Fuck whoever's in this movie. I'm sorry if I actually like you as an actor or actress.
No. Let me stop you there, dude. At least this movie gave people work.
I know. It gave some animators some work. It gave some set people some work. That's great.
Sir Patrick Stewart is in this
He
movie.
was not pressed for work. He had shit going on. He's doing
he's
fine.
The example for that. I'm saying that. You think Patrick Stewart would just cash in?
Yes.
No. What?
Yes.
A Hollywood actor cashing in just for a paycheck, not really depending on a good movie or script?
I absolutely do think that he would.
He was knighted.
He was knighted.
What? No. I think this movie's gonna do well. It's coming out as one of the last animated movies of the summer season, and you're probably, in the parents' eyes, you need to get them out of the house. You're going back to school.
If I'm a
soon.
parent,
you're probably dead tired of your kids.
If you're a parent and you take your kids to the Emoji Movie instead of any other animated movie in theaters,
because it's been 3 weeks since the last one, and there's a lot of movies coming out.
No way, dude. 3 weeks, that movie's still.
Kyle, I'm just saying, for argument's sake, you're assuming that the parents.
You're assuming they haven't seen that. Yeah.
No, I'm assuming that the parents have seen the 3 movies because they need to get they're gonna go see every animated movie.
I know.
So it's like they've already seen Cars 3 times. Like, why the hell are you gonna go to that again? I think you're gonna go to the Emoji Movie because they're gonna
take your kids to the zoo.
Please take
them to learn about animals or something. Do not take your kids to this dumb fucking movie where they're gonna be entrenched more into the stupid technology culture they're already stuck in.
Kyle,
go ahead.
We have 3 more weeks.
I know.
We can do this. Hold in that emoji rage, man. Go
Dark Tower is coming out the next week.
Dark Tower is the next week.
Everyone's stoked on that for some reason. I don't know why.
Looks pretty bland as far as taking a great source material and not applying it in a good way.
They're like, hey, Stephen King, fuck you. We want your movie.
I know. It makes
we want your book.
It's sad, man. I mean, it's been long gestated, and like I respect them. At first, I was super nervous thinking that this was like telling of a world where it wasn't going to be like they weren't marketing this movie. So it made me feel like that was telling of a world where it was like...
where this movie wouldn't exist?
No, it was just bad, so they're hiding it.
No.
But I think they're actually being smart with it and saying that, like, there's no point in promoting this movie on top of Wonder Woman and Guardians in April when they're not going to remember that this movie's coming out in August. So let's just save it. They literally waited till the weekend. Like, I think it was the Monday or Tuesday after Guardians came out.
Yeah.
And they released that first trailer, and it was like... okay, the movie's there, so like, and there was that trailer that leaked online, and it wasn't a better trailer than this one, and like, the trailer just looked bland. Like the gun work with Idris Elba was cool. It might be something that you can, just get a little inebriated and enjoy, but I don't think it's gonna be a great movie.
It's definitely a Thursday night tall boy at Dos Lagos kind of movie.
Well, You just gave away our location and what we like to drink.
I
so
gave away our like
I
kind of vicinity.
I wonder if they can dissect what
We could be in
Dos
Corona.
Lagos means.
Oh,
I wonder if they're just gonna be looking up all 2 lakes.
they're like, okay, here we go.
what cities have 2 lakes next
These
to them?
motherfuckers keep saying these guys keep saying proper nouns, so let's put them all in the same Google search.
Hey, bring the tall boy if you know that's what we like.
Detroit is also coming out that weekend.
Yes, sir.
That looks really good. Hopefully, that does a lot better than The Dark Tower.
I think
it won't.
I don't think it'll make more money. Catherine Bigelow though
She
She passed on Wonder Woman to make this movie, and I think it was rightfully so because this movie is really super exciting.
Yeah, and I think she was
And none of
actually
the
going to do
characters
she would have done better doing this movie than Wonder Woman too. She directed Point Break.
I would be
the
very
original
excited
Point
about
Break.
Catherine Bigelow.
I know, but
Or no, it was Michelle McLaren that left.
was it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, my bad, guys.
I feel like Catherine Bigelow was on a name.
She was in the name list all the time. Like,
Did
she
she-
was like the ones that people wanted.
Maybe she was also in the name list for Captain Marvel.
Yeah, she definitely was.
Okay.
I was like, everyone will put her name on everything. They're
Yeah.
like, the Flash of Catherine Bigelow, what's she doing? Probably making
Well, hey,
another good movie.
She directed the original Point Break, and
John Boyega,
I'm down
Will
with
Poulter.
that.
I'm excited.
Yeah. I'm also very excited to see John Boyega take on an American role because I didn't see The Circle yet, so maybe I should just go see The Circle, but that's besides the point. Anyway, what's coming out the next week?
Isn't he British in that movie?
Is he British in The Circle?
I thought The Circle was like overly British.
Oh shit, I don't think is it? Fuck, I don't know.
I don't know.
Tom Hanks is the main guy.
Yeah, but isn't it about like that? Like it's about like a government agency, and I almost
No,
wanna
it's about
say-
a technology company.
Oh, and they're not based out of Europe.
I don't know. I
No,
have
it's
to see
probably
the
like-
movie still.
Probably like Silicon
The movie
Valley.
came out and then nobody was talking about it, so I didn't go see it.
It wasn't reviewed well.
I'm gonna go see it.
Annabelle Creation.
I know my roommates are gonna see it. At least one of them.
Woo. The Glass Castle.
I've heard one thing about it, and I don't even remember what it was.
The Nut Job 2. Nutty by Nature. This is the last chance to take your kids out, literally. So if you
Take your kids to this one. Just skip the Emoji Movie, please. Don't watch the Emoji Movie.
I bet you anything. Nut Job makes almost no money in comparison to the Emoji Movie.
It's a movie about cell phone symbols.
Yes, sir. Friday, August 18th, The Hitman's Bodyguard and Logan Lucky.
Hitman's Bodyguard looks fucking hilarious. I can't wait for that one to come
It's
out.
short for time to make a lot of money, though,
Yeah.
unfortunately. 'Cause that's
Yeah,
the
exactly.
flaw in
No,
our
they're
game.
not gonna make anything regardless.
All Saints, The Birth of the Dragon, Crown Heights, Polaroid, and Tulip Fever all come out on August 25th.
All have not been heard of by me.
It's because they're basically in that September range, which is
Yeah.
where maybe this is our future Oscar winner, and we just don't know.
That's
There's
when
also-
all your indie movies start coming out, and they're like, all right, summer's over, we have a chance.
I just want to put this out there that Fox Searchlight is putting out a movie in limited release on Friday, August 18th, and it's called Patty Cakes. And
With
the
a
S
dollar
in Cakes is
sign?
the dollar sign. So if that movie isn't about a hip hop rapper based on Lil' Kim or what's that chick who
Is Iggy?
no? Oh, Iggy would be. She's too mainstream.
She does not get a movie about her. Do
What's
not make a
that
movie about
chick's
Iggy.
name? I can't believe. Oh, Kendra.
I don't know which one.
Gucci, Louis, Fendi, Prada.
Oh, that was too late for my time. Like I was already at a point in my life when I hated
All right,
popular
well, I
music
just
when that
outed
song came
myself.
out.
No, that song was like sadly popular. All right, what do you think? You want to do literal top 5, or you want to do just these movies will be somewhere in the top 5? I'll do 1, 2, 3,
I
4,
want to
5.
do literal top
Okay.
5.
What do you got? Do you got any ideas?
I think for
To review,
sure.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, King Arthur, that came out as well. Alien Covenant, Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales, Baywatch, Captain Underpants, Wonder Woman, It Comes at Night, The Mummy, All Eyes on Me, Cars 3,
Number 1, there you go.
meters down, The Transformers, The Last Night, Despicable Me 3, Baby Driver, Spiderman, Homecoming, War for the Planet of the Apes, Dunkirk, Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets, The Emoji Movie, Atomic Blonde, The Dark Tower, Detroit, Annabelle Creation, The Nut Job 2. And that's about it. The Hitman's Bodyguard. I'm going to put out there my number 1 movie for the fucking summer is Spider-Man Homecoming.
Cars 3.
Ooh. You know Cars movies don't perform well domestically. First one made 67. or 86, and then the second one made 67.
I think people are gonna give this one a better chance.
All right, I'm not hating you.
Yeah.
I didn't make that point, and I know that for a fact.
Yeah.
So, okay. Number 2, I'm gonna put
It's Pixar. That's why.
Despicable Me 3.
I'm also gonna put that one as number 2.
Holy shit, you're on 2 back to back. That's impressive, man.
I have a very, very strong feeling that animated movies make more money.
All right. No, I agree. That's interesting. Very, very interesting. What I'm gonna put at number 3 is Wonder Woman.
I'm gonna put number 3 as Spider-Man: Homecoming.
For number 4, it's got to be Transformers: The Last Night.
That one's gonna be Wonder Woman.
And number 5, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I say it's still gonna make some money for the next few weeks, and it's just gonna inch in there.
It's been 300, and that's domestic.
That's a lot. That's so much
Yeah,
money.
that's a
That's a
fuckload of
third of
money.
$1 billion, dog. Like, and I don't even know if that movie will make $1 billion. So like a third of its money at best has been made in just the States. The States love Guardians. I'm actually gonna switch 4 and 5. I'm gonna put Guardians 4, Transformers 5.
Oh man, I don't know what's gonna be 5. I know it's not. Part of me wants to say it's gonna be All Eyes on
It
Me.
made 30 this weekend,
I know.
so it's gonna make less than 30 next weekend by
Right.
far. So
right.
I might actually feel bad about putting it at 4 instead of 5. I just talked myself up, and now I might switch down. I don't know.
Part of me thinks it's gonna be All Eyes on Me, but that's a rated R movie.
That's asking
Which
for-
means-
yeah, which means a limited audience.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't even know if we.
But I know that's gonna be really good.
Made $700 million.
Exactly. And All Eyes on Me is gonna be fucking great. I mean, dude, people who don't even give a shit about hip hop give a shit about Tupac
Yeah.
because of what I'm gonna say All Eyes on Me. For better or worse, I'm putting that as my number 5.
All right. I'm gonna.
I think that's a stupid choice, but whatever.
Kyle, can you tell them what the Super Box Office and After the Previews podcast is?
Super Box Office, first of all, is what you're seeing right now. We talk about the movies as they're coming out in theaters. We talk about how they're going to do in
never this
theaters. We
long.
talk about why they're going to be in theaters. Or not why they're going to be in theaters, but why we think
'Cause
they're going to
they're
do well.
movies.
Yeah. But no, we talk about the movies in theaters as they are coming. So the show, what you're watching, is part of After the Previews. After the Previews podcast as a whole is just a general place for you to come to get all of your movie news. You want to hear something specific about movies? You want to know what's going on behind the scenes in the movie world? You want to know what's happening in Hollywood? Who's getting cast? Who's getting hired for what movie role? Who's getting hired to direct?
Pitt.
Whatever. You come here after the previews because we talk about it all.
You want to know about shark movies? I got you.
Yeah, Garrett can tell you everything there is to know about shark movies, and I can tell you about porn. So, what?
Those are some interesting.
Hey, it's a movie.
Those are some. Yeah. Some of them
Anyway,
for those long jerks.
this long.
You gotta take it. You gotta take it like one stroke at a time, man. Just like how the actresses in the shark movies should take it. Aha! It's a swimming joke. All right, please save the show.
I thought that
as
was
we-
a. I
as
thought
it's
that was a
sinking
nudity
ship.
in
I got
horror
shark
movie.
puns all day, dog.
I thought it was a nudity in horror movies joke.
Yeah, it was. It was a play on words. Because it's a stroke, and a
But
stroke.
they could be stroking.
Just like the shark movies, just like the ladies in
I'm
shark
slow.
movies. Yeah, dude.
Anyway,
Save the
come
sinking
here
ship. Bro,
to After
I'm
the
bringing it
Previews.
back around.
No, not you. Them.
Woo!
Come here to After the Previews to get all your movie news. And if we miss something, you're always welcome to be like, hey, you didn't talk about what I want to hear about. What's going on, man?
Yeah, we
you
want
gotta
to
let
make
me
the show
know.
for you guys. So.
Yeah, exactly. And our first way of making the show for you guys is right now, I need you to tweet at us, comment on us on YouTube, hit me up on Facebook, whatever, hit us up on Twitch.
Hashtag SBob if you watch the Super Box Office.
Yes. Throw the hashtag SBOB, SBOB, all caps, whatever. Throw it on there and let us know what your top 5 movies are for the summer. And whoever the
We'll
top
just pick one at random.
we're going to pick 3.
I'm not paying for that. You can't.
No, I got movies still.
Oh, okay.
So
it's like that's too much money.
No, I got stuff. So I'm going to pick the
I love
first
you,
3 that I can find. Whoever gets the closest and most accurate with their movie predictions this
It's got to be
year.
at random.
Yeah.
So let's just do, even if you're wrong, you're still in.
Yeah,
We're
even
gonna
if you're
put all
wrong.
the tweets, we just appreciate you listening.
Definitely. We're throwing them into a random generator, whatever.
Yeah, dog.
But you tweet at us your top 5, you're automatically entered to win a chance, or you're automatically entered for a chance to win a movie on digital download. Not sure what the movies are yet, but I'm not going to give you some shitty movies. We only have good movies here that we recommend to other people.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, because most of them are from the DVDs that we buy.
yeah.
Or Blu-rays. Wow,
Exactly.
DVDs.
Yeah.
No one buys Divids anymore.
Yeah. Old ass. What is this, 2010?
Yeah. If you enjoyed this show, let us know. If you didn't, let us know. And all our iTunes listeners, we appreciate you. You can find our iTunes feed, which is all the podcasts on the Constant Podcast Network. At the
Constant Rotation.
Yeah, the Constant Rotation Podcast Network on iTunes. I had a fat brain fart. As well as twitch.tv/Constant Rotation, Facebook Live, Twitter Live, Periscope, I guess.
Yeah, Periscope, Twitter, whatever.
Twitch, YouTube. We're live every single Saturday at noon with the After the Previews podcast and the Endgame show on Wednesdays on those same places at 6 p.m.
Right. And then on Saturdays, we don't know the time yet.
I said noon.
Oh, noon.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
just
my
said-
bad.
yeah,
I
we're good.
totally missed that.
I just said noon is a good sweet spot. It might be 10 and maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Why don't you let us know what's a good, we don't want to force you with
Yeah, well, I
emails
don't want to
in the
be,
morning.
we don't want to be like, hey,
we don't want to wake your asses up. That
also,
doesn't-
we don't want to get in the way of the cartoons you're watching.
it's true.
I know that comes out on Saturdays. I
don't
loved
think-
Avatar.
I would love to know if you watch cartoons on Saturday morning.
If you don't watch cartoons on Saturday mornings, then you're missing out.
I know, dude. I've been missing out.
I've been missing out.
I've
for
been
years.
watching Legion on my Saturday mornings.
I've been hitting up all my cartoons on
show,
the
man.
internet because I can't watch them in my house. Otherwise, my roommates will make fun of me.
So music, movies, games, we got it all here at the Consultation Podcast Network. Go ahead and subscribe to us on iTunes. Leave a review. Let us know. Comment on our YouTubes. That's it After the Previews, as well as Consultation, as well as End Games. Give us all the loves, and we love you back. Consultation show coming soon at an undetermined time and date. That might just be a sporadic thing that we just go live. And if you caught it, you caught it. If you didn't, you missed out on some good conversation.
watch
It'll be
it
there the next
not
week.
live.
It's
Yeah,
still available to
Yeah.
you. We still appreciate you. Shout out to Casper. We got actually a bunch of cool ass
Yeah, speaking
sponsors
of, let's
coming.
fill the coffers real quick.
You think at the end of the
Yeah.
show, might as well. This is just a little behind the scenes. We'll
Definitely
start
gotta
plugging
pay.
in a little bit better.
So first off, we got getbarkbox.com/constant rotation. What is GetBarkBox?
It's a little box that comes every single month for your little doggy. If you want to get some treats, some nutritional stuff, maybe a little squeaker toy. You want to give a variety of stuff to your dog. If you don't have kids and you want to spoil it just as much, go over to getbarkbox.com/constant rotation.
See,
And
this
you'll
one
get a free.
I'm actually really down with because I'm the kind of person that has a real beef with calling people pet owners. I very strongly believe that no pets belong to an owner, that they belong with their best friend.
Sounds like a
So-
CR topic.
Dude, that's my shit right
Yeah.
there. Like, I really think the animals are up here and people are down here as far as, like, should we care more about one or the other? Animals are way better than people in general. So, take care of your animals. If you love your animals as much as I love animals in general, hit up getbarkbox.com/constant rotation for some discounted free trial, I believe, or something.
No,
right?
I think, you get a discount.
You get a discount on, like, your first purchase or your first subscription.
Yes, sir.
Next up is Casper, as you said, caspertrial.com/after the previews.
It's a
Straight
sick-ass
up.
deal on a mattress. You can try it for, I believe, 90 full days.
Yeah.
And you'll take it back, no problems.
Yeah, straight up. And like, they're so confident with how great these mattresses are that they're willing to take back a mattress you've slept on for 3 months.
Yeah, and they know that you should only be buying mattresses, I believe it's like once every 6 years. But they say that these will last a good 10 years. So
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
So that's awesome. Casper mattresses. I've heard some people online, and I don't know that it's 100% true, but just the fact that anyone was even down to say it, Casper mattresses saved some people's marriage. So there you go. If you got a boyfriend or husband or a wife or girlfriend or whatever who sleeps like a fucking asshole, then definitely get yourself a Casper mattress at caspertrial.com/after the previews.
What I was thinking about is Casper. You all know why I picked that as the sponsor for the After the Previews podcast? Do you know?
Because they sponsor every podcast on the planet.
No, I got to pick these. Which one went to which show? And I thought,
Oh,
the
you
next one made sense for the game show.
Oh,
But why did
absolutely.
I pick Casper? Do you know? Did you catch on to that?
Because Casper's a movie?
Yes, and he's also a friendly ghost, and we made that really dumb commercial that's going to start playing on our channel very soon, and that's going to be one of the greatest things ever. So
I can't wait.
support Casper on VHS. Go find that on eBay, and just like I did, and yeah, That's actually in our set that you won't see until a different video for a different time of place. But I have some cool VHSs on a shelf over there, and one of them's Casper. And I love that movie. He's a nice ghost, and he met a bitch named Wendy, and she was pretty hot.
And what's her name played her?
Lizzie McGuire.
No.
Yeah.
What?
That was Lizzie McGuire, dog.
That wasn't Lizzie McGuire. It
Yeah,
was
it was.
fucking Christina Ricci.
No.
In Casper?
She didn't play Wendy.
In Casper?
No, in Casper and Wendy.
Oh, I don't know what Casper and Wendy is.
You don't know what Casper and Wendy is?
No,
oh my God.
I saw the original Casper.
Who are you? All right, this has been Super Box Office Bros. We predicted the summer movie box office season, and also let you know of some deals that you can save, as well as love us. We love you.
We're giving you a chance to win some free movies.
Stick around if you want to hear some music afterwards.
Definitely. Oh, and also speaking of music,
Check them out. I'm gonna go kill the stream.
speaking of music, definitely be
Can
around.
we do the?
What?
Remember you used to do the little like. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Oh yeah, for the ending thing. Yeah.
This has been the Super Box Office Bros. Back to y'all.